Okay. So, I hope all of you have given the heading as torque. If I remember, when I was teaching to you analogy between translatory motion and rotational motion, I said you how we are using force in translatory motion, we are using torque in rotational motion. So, analogous to translatory motion of force is torque in rotational motion. Okay, what is torque first of all? Torque,
Sir, force into distance.
force into
Distance.
which distance?
Yes, sir.
Distance should be always said to be in terms of perpendicular distance, as you told Raghav. I'll explain that first to you. See, any force which is capable of rotating a body, please understand that first in layman's terms. Any force that is capable of rotating a body is called as torque. So, whenever torque is acting on the body will start to rotate. So, write that first, the very basic definition, write that the force that is capable of rotating a body, the force that is capable of rotating a body is known as torque. But don't write this in the examination, it's just for understanding I am telling you, understanding. For examination also I will give a different definition to you. First you write the, what I told? Yes, the force that is capable of rotating the body is called as torque. So, basically torque is rotating force, force which can rotate. Okay, how it happens? For that I will take one example, please pay attention. I have drawn one bolt here or nut bolt here, okay. I want to send this nut, so this nut has a cross section like this, I mean inside view it looks like this, and this nut I am going to make it go inside the wall, and I am using a wrench for that. You know what is wrench? You call it a spanner also. I hope you all know what is a wrench, something like this. What you do if you want to make it go inside, you will rotate like this, am I right? And if you want to open the wrench, you will rotate like this. Do you agree with me? If I want this nail to go inside the board, then what I will do? I will apply a force in this direction. Do you agree with me or not? The moment I apply a force in this direction, then when this spanner is going down, this nut is going to rotate like this, which will tighten my nut, and the nut gets tightened. In which direction the nut is moving? In this direction. Am I right? In which direction the force is applied? In this direction. And what is the axis from here, from rotational point to this F? This is called as R, which is called as position vector. Now, if I ask you a question, that what if somebody applies the force like this, making an angle theta with the R, will this force not rotate it? This is also rotated. If I am not applying the force like that in perpendicular direction, and I am applying a force like this, then also the nut will open, isn't it? Or it will close. Are you getting what I am trying to say you? If there is a nut and I am going to open by the spanner, it is true that if I apply the force in this direction, it will open the, it will move the nut. But even if I apply a force in this direction, then also it will rotate, no? Difference is there, but what difference is there? It will have less impact. Why it will have less impact? Because now my force is going to get resolved in two components. What components? This is F sin theta, this is F cos theta. So, F sin theta component only is rotating my nut, but F cos theta will not do anything.
Lesser the value of theta, less force.
You know very well, theta 0, sin theta 0, theta 90, sin 91 maximum value. So, which value of theta will give maximum torque? 90 degree. That is why if theta is 90 degree, then sin 90 is 1, and so the force becomes maximum. The whole force that you apply will go for rotating the nut itself. So, what is the torque? Now, understand the meaning of torque. Torque is defined as, now write a definition that you should write in the examination. Now, write definition that you should write in the examination also. torque is defined as the moment of force. Moment of force. Torque is defined as the moment of force. Change the paragraph and write. It is the cross product. It is the cross product of force and displacement. It is the cross product of force and, not displacement, perpendicular distance. Force and, cross product of force and perpendicular distance. Force and perpendicular distance of the force from the axis of rotation. From the axis of rotation. Definition? Distance of the force from the axis of rotation, right rotation, I will tell you. So, there are two things I have told now, please pay attention, I will come to your point. I have told torque is equal to R cross F. Whenever in this chapter, I am going to use moment of something, moment of word that I am going to use, it means it is R vector cross. Remember this thing first. Whenever I am going to use the word moment of, you just understand I am going to do R vector. R is position vector and cross. Suppose I say moment of momentum, it means R cross P. Moment of force, R cross F. So, when I say the word moment of, it means it is R vector cross. Second thing I have told you, torque is defined as force or cross product of, what are two things I told you? Force and perpendicular distance of the force from the axis of rotation. Are you getting a point? So, this is the axis of rotation. From here I will go perpendicular distance away. To which point? Where I am applying the force. That is known as what? R. So, R is what? R is the distance of the force from what? From the axis of rotation. Now, if I ask you, imagine in this spanner, I applied the force here, I applied the force here, or I applied the force here. In all these three cases, the torque will be applied. But in this case, torque will be least, and this case, torque will be most. Have you ever seen that? Whenever the truck tire gets repaired, some problem happens. The people will come, they will change the tire, they will insert some rod inside, and one person will go jump on that rod. Have you seen that? To open that screws. So, have you ever noticed he will jump on the lastmost part of the rod, not in the middle of the rod. Why? Because more far he goes, more torque is applied, because torque depends upon R. If R is bigger, torque will be bigger. If R is smaller, torque will be smaller. If you are going to open something by wrench, you should not hold wrench in the center, you should always hold at the last. Why? Because at last if you hold, the maximum torque you will apply. So, as I said now, torque is defined as the cross product of what and what? It is the cross product of force and what? Perpendicular distance of. So, one more way I can say this. What is the force that is going to create a torque? F sin theta, isn't it? So, I can write F sin theta into distance is R, which makes it very clear that torque vector will become equal to R vector cross F vector, because we know that A vector cross B vector is AB sin theta, isn't it? And what will be the n cap here? N cap will be, I am writing it as R cap. What is that? This is the direction of the torque. What is direction of torque? What is direction of torque? See, always remember one thing. If I ask you what is I cap cross J cap, what is the answer? All of you know this, I cap cross J cap is? It means what? Direction of I cross J will always be perpendicular to the plane consisting I and J, isn't it? I and J are in XY plane, K is in Z direction. So, always the resultant, that is I cross J, will be acting in direction perpendicular to plane consisting I and J. Same way here, R and F is in this plane of the board. So where will the torque act? Either into it or out of it. This R cap is the direction of the torque, and it will always be perpendicular to the plane consisting R and F. I hope you get my point. So if R and F is in this plane, torque will act in this plane. If R and F will be in this plane, torque will be in this direction. I hope you get my point. So write that point also. If you wrote this mathematical things, then you can write torque acts in the direction. If you wrote these points, then you can mention torque acts in the direction perpendicular to the plane consisting R and F. Torque acts in the direction perpendicular to the plane consisting R and F. Perpendicular to the plane consisting R and F. Yes. Tell me, Raghav. R, it's not into, man. It is cross. R vector cross F vector, which will become. I'll repeat one second. What you are asking, Raghav? Tell me again. Yes. We can write. We should not write torque R vector. We should write R sin theta into F. We can write.
So we can apply this angle at any side, force or distance.
As of for writing, we can write any side. But you should understand what is the meaning of the angle. Theta is the angle made between what and what? Force and radius. The distance, not radius, distance, isn't it? So theta is the angle made between what and what? Force and the distance, that is axial distance. Okay, what are you asking? R cap. This is the R cap. R cap is direction. So what you are asking, Srinidhi? I said that direction of torque is perpendicular to plane consisting R and F. Direction of torque is perpendicular to plane consisting R and F. So now you can understand very clearly that for which angle the torque is maximum? 90 degree. For which angle torque is minimum? 0 degree. So torque minimum will be 0 when theta is 0. Torque maximum will be R into F when theta is 90 degree. Is it clear to you? If theta is 90 degree, then torque is maximum. If theta is 0 degree, then torque is minimum. Is it?
The moment of acceleration can be said as angular acceleration.
Sir, that nut
Can be.
example, could you repeat it once again so that the resolution part?
Tell me again, Sarishan, what you are asking? Direction of vector you are saying. Direction of torque.
Bolt nut example, could you repeat it again, sir?
Yes.
Resolution, from the resolution.
You are,
Definition of that force is
you are asking me to once again explain you how the spanner is opening the nut. Is it like that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please pay attention. I said that when you have a spanner which is trying to open the nut, then I am applying a force which is making an angle theta with the line joining the axis of rotation with the point where we are applying the force. So when I resolve this force in two components, I have F sin theta, I have F cos theta. So F cos theta will not play any role in rotating the nut, but F sin theta is playing a role in rotating the nut. It means that if the force is applied in this direction, then it tries to make the nut move, rotate. And I said you, what is the meaning of torque? A rotating force. Any force which is capable of rotating the object is called as torque. So when the force is applied in such a way that it rotates the torque, that is called rotate the object, it is called as torque. So in this case, torque is applied. And what is torque? Torque is defined as the force multiplied by the distance. What distance? Distance of the line joining the axis of rotation with the point where the force is applied. That's what is torque. So Varshini, something if you want to rotate, for example, door is there, right? If you want to open the door, you apply a force in one direction. Which direction you apply? You apply a force in this direction. So when the force is applied in this direction, then the body is rotating in this direction. I am trying to say that this is the value of F, okay? and this is the perpendicular distance. Are you understanding? Where the hinge is present. So this is the R, this is the F, so torque acts in that direction. Are you getting a point? It rotates the object. So any force which is capable of rotating an object is called as torque. So in this case also torque is acting, and how much torque is acting, how will you find that? How much of force I applied multiplied by distance of this. So you will find this length from here to here, suppose it is going to be 1.5 meters, then 1.5 meters multiplied by my force will give you torque. Yes. Torque is acting in direction perpendicular to plane consisting this and this. Towards us. Okay. Now take one question to make it more clear. All of you take one question, please. Question is a force of 2I cap minus 4J cap plus 2K cap Newton. This is the force value. Force is 2I cap minus 4J cap plus 2K cap acts at a point 3I cap plus 2J cap minus 4K cap meters from the origin. 3I cap plus 2J cap minus 4K cap meters from the origin. What is the magnitude of torque? What?
Could you please repeat the force?
I have written on the board, man, check. 2I cap minus 4J cap plus 2K cap. Same with the position vector is 3I cap plus 2J cap minus 4K cap. You have to find the value of torque. Simple. Just do the cross product properly, you will get the answer. Any answer? I hope you know how to do cross multiplication. I have taught to you during vectors. You may use determinant rule or you may use direct any method, your wish. Anything you can use. Determinant method? Purila. I'll do it on the board now. Shrish joined late.
Sir, I am not feeling well, sir. That's it.
Okay, fine. Minus 10, only one value. 6I minus 8. Oh, directly you are multiplying 6, 8 and 8. No, man. That is not cross product. Let us check that. See, the way of solving, I will tell you those who don't know. You should take a determinant. Are you knowing determinant? I, J, K. It is R cross F. So, first I will write R, 3, 2, minus 4. F is what? 2, minus 4, 2. Then I will do like I cap and this minus this. So, it will become 4 minus, it will become 16. Minus J. This minus this, so it will become 6 minus plus 8 and plus K cap, this minus this, it is minus 12 minus 4. If you solve this, you are going to get minus 12 I cap, minus 14 j cap, minus 16 k cap. Did you get this answer? Anybody? This is the answer actually. Take it, man, at least. Stop it. Torque vector you got, but they asked to find torque's magnitude. So what will be the magnitude of torque? Root of minus 12 square plus minus 14 square plus minus 16 square. Are you getting? When you solve this, you will get the answer. This much Newton meter. Determinant method says that if you take I cap, right, you should hide this and you should hide this. Then what will happen? 2 into 2 will become 4, minus 4 into minus 4 will become 16. Then I take this is plus, this is minus, this is plus. So then you write minus j cap. Then you will hide this. What comes? 6 minus of minus 8. 6 minus minus will become plus 8. Then I will hide k. It will become minus 12, minus 4. So it became minus 16. See, when I am taking I cap, no, then I am hiding these two. So what remains? 2 minus 4 minus 4, 2. And I will do this into this minus this into this. Yes, first this, then this. Same way when I take minus j cap, then I will hide this. So it will become, what will remain? 3, 2, minus 4, 2. So it will become 6 minus of minus 8. It will become plus 8. Then I will do plus k cap, and what is the remaining? If I hide these two, it will become 3, 2 and 2 minus 4. So it will become minus 12, minus 4, so it will become minus 16. Got it? This is the method which you learn in the 12th standard, this determinant topic. Yeah, another method is there, simpler method is there. Simpler means more longer method is there. Shall I tell that method to you? Okay, I will tell that method to you. So those who don't want to learn this, I will also tell them another method by which, what is the value of f given? Tell fast, Raghav. Loudly.
2 I cap
Yeah.
minus 4 j cap
Huh?
plus 2 k cap.
Okay. And what is r vector given?
R vector equal to 3 I cap
Hmm.
plus 2 j cap
Hmm.
minus 4 k cap.
Okay. Next method I will teach you. Listen to me. It's longer method, but this only is there in your syllabus now. Determinant I have taught to you, but it is only will be coming in 12th standard to you. Determinant topic itself. Okay, coming back. So torque vector will become equal to r cross f. So this cross this, isn't it? So I will take first 3 into 2. How much is that? 6. In bracket I will write I cap cross I cap. What you did initially. Same thing I am doing. Then 3 into 4 also will come here. So minus 12 I cap cross j cap. This will do this. Plus 6 I cap cross k cap. Same way, now this 2 I will take. So plus 2 into 2 is how much? 4 j cap cross I cap. 2 into 4 is minus 8 j cap cross j cap. Plus 2 into 2, 4 j cap cross k cap. Then third term, minus 4 into 2 is 8, minus 8. Minus 8 into k cap cross I cap. Minus minus will become plus 16 k cap cross j cap and minus 8 k cap cross k cap, right? I hope you know I cross I is 0, j cross j is 0, k cross k is 0, and I hope you remember this I, j, k circle. You remember this? That is I cross j is k, j cross k is I, k cross I is j cross I is minus k cross j is minus I, j cross I is minus k. Now let us solve by that method. Now what will happen? 6 times. I cross I will become 0. This term will become 0, this term will become 0, this term will become 0. Remaining are only 6 terms. So it will become minus 12 into, what is I cross j? K cap. What is I cross k? Minus j, no? Are you getting, Raghav? How minus j is coming, are you understanding? I cross k, man, so minus j, ulta we are going. Again, this term, plus 4. What is j cross I? Minus k. This term, plus 4. What is j cross k? I cap plus what, sorry, minus is there. So what is k cross I? K cross I, j cap, and 16, what is k cross j? For verifying, always have a habit of checking plus I minus I, plus j minus j, plus k minus k. It means it is correct. Now, I you say together. Here 4i is there, here minus 16i is there. So how much it will become? Minus 12 I cap. Then minus 6j is there and minus 8j is there. So minus 14j. Minus 12k is there, minus 4k is there, minus 16k. Is it correct what we have done? Yes. What came there?
Same.
Minus 12, minus 14, minus 16. See? Minus 12, minus 14, minus 16. Yes. Whatever it may be, I don't bother about the answer. Okay? The steps are important. If you understood everything, answer, now it is mathematics, basic mathematics, anybody can do that. But this is what you will do mistake. Is this clear to you, Raghav?
Sir, in exam can we use determinant?
Any method you can use, they will not get marks for that. Determinant method is time saving method. It will save your time if you are good in this. But if you make mistake in taking this cross that, everything will become wrong. That also is there. So be very careful if you are using determinant method. Don't take wrong direction. Don't forget minus j you have to use. If you are strong in that, then use this method instead. It will save time. But if you are confusing in that, use this method. Both will give same answer. Is it clear to you? Sure. Anybody has doubt online? Lakshita, Lohita, Kashika, Shrish, Muhammad Arshad, anybody has any doubt? No?
No, sir.
So up to here things are fine. So now you understood that whenever you want to find torque vector, it will be r vector cross f vector. Sometimes simple questions also come. R will be given, f will be given, theta will be given. Just multiply, get the answer. I am not giving that kind of question to you now. Easy questions can also come. They will ask that a force of 20 Newton is acting at a distance of 5 meter at an angle of 30 degree. What is the torque? Put the value of r, f, theta, get the answer. Whatever. I hope you are understanding how to solve this kind of question. Okay. Now comes a question to you. Please pay attention. Question is, think wisely, you will realize that whenever an object wants to rotate, please pay attention. I am saying something very important. If this body wants to rotate, one side of the object must be hinged, right? I should not say fixed. Fixed means it will not move itself. Hinge, like their hinges are there on the door. What if there is no hinge? If the object is kept like this? On a surface, if the object is kept like this, can I apply torque on it? If both sides are free, can torque be applied on it? Is my question clear to you? One side is hinged.
The axis will be at the center. No, sir. Center of the
If the object is having a hinge like this, I apply a force, body gets rotated. My question to you is, if the body is like this, and if I ask you, make it rotate.
like this, rotate means no.
If you apply force like this, it may move, it may rotate or it may move front also, no? It depends on the distribution of mass. Then what you should do? Huh? One concept is there. Give the heading as couple. So couple, what it says, pay attention please, if there is an object, okay, and we apply force which are equal, opposite and acting in different lines of action. Now what will happen? This will make the body to rotate. So this special condition of torque, where, write the definition of couple, if two equal and opposite forces, if two equal and opposite forces are acting at different lines of action, it creates a condition known as couple. It creates a condition known as couple. What I said? lines of action creates a condition known as couple. Creates a condition known as couple. Okay, now pay attention. There are various scenarios possible. Give the heading as translatory and rotational equilibrium. Translatory and rotational equilibrium. Rotational equilibrium. So, what we are coming to know, guys, I will give time for writing, 2 minutes, pay attention. If there is an object, okay, this object is acted upon by forces like this, which are equal and opposite and acting at the same point. What will happen? Body does not move. Body will be at rest. Obviously. Why? Because net force also is 0. Net torque also is 0. It means what? The body will be at rest. Do you agree with me? Common sense. Okay. Now the same object is applied by two forces acting in opposite direction, but the forces are unequal. What will happen now? Towards the greater F2 minus F1. Why not F1 minus F2? Towards the greater force. If F1 is more than F2, F1 minus F2. If F2 is more than F1, F2 minus F1. So which force is greater, which force is smaller decides how the body will move. But the net force will be greater force minus smaller force. Do you agree with me? So in this case, net force of the body will not be 0, isn't it? And net torque on the force will still be 0 only. It means the body will have a translatory motion. Can I say like that? Body will have a translatory motion. It means the body is in rotational equilibrium, but not in translatory equilibrium. Are you getting my point? Because it is having rotational equilibrium, it is not rotating the body, but the body is not having translatory equilibrium, it is moving the body. Okay. Now what I am doing, the same object, I apply a force in equal, that is their forces are equal, but acting in opposite lines of action. Body will start to rotate like this, isn't it? So, but what is the net force? That will remain 0 only, because F minus F, it will become 0. Yes, body will be in translatory equilibrium, but the body will not be in rotational equilibrium. The body will have a rotational motion, our body will start spinning. Can I say like that? Are you getting a point? It starts spinning like this. Why it is spinning? Because these two forces are making it to spin about a particular axis. I hope you agree with me. Last possibility. There are two unequal forces which are opposite and acting in different lines of action. What will happen now? Rotate and move towards the, can I say it is rolling? See, in this case, the body was spinning. In this case, if F1 is more than F2, if F1 is more than F2, the body starts to roll like this. Do you agree with me? It will rotate and move, it means it is rolling. See, rotation is different, rolling is different. Take your cycle, lift the back tire of cycle and start pedaling. It will spin, but it will not move. But drive a cycle, wheels will roll. Then also is rotating, but also moving in translatory direction, right? So it means the body is rolling. Rolling is different from spinning. Spinning means at a particular point only it will spin. But rolling means it will, wheel rolls. Wheel can spin if it is put in the stand. So I can say like in this case, F net also is not equal to 0. Tau net is also not equal to 0. The body is rolling. Or I can say that the body is neither in rotational equilibrium nor in translatory equilibrium. I hope you are getting my point. This table is clear to you? Sir, first thing. First man, both sides same force are acting. Net force will become 0. 100, 100, 0. So body will not move, it will be at rest. Second case, one force is greater than the other force. Suppose F1 is more than F2. The body will go like this. If F2 is more than F1, the body will come like this. So net force is not 0, but torque is not acting. Torque can act only if the forces are acting in different lines of action. That's why I put torque is 0. These two understood, no? Copy this fast. Everybody copy it fast. Let me know when you are done.
That spinning case, the object is in translational equilibrium.
The body is spinning means the body is in, yes, it is in translatory equilibrium, but not in rotational equilibrium. And when the body is rolling, it is neither in translatory equilibrium nor in rolling equilibrium. Understood, Varshini?
Okay, sir.
Body is not rotating, then how torque will be there, man? The body moves like this or like this. How can torque act? Understanding? Torque will act only if the body is rotating. Rolling means rotation and also moving like this. This is rolling. Are you getting a point? If the point, this is rotation, spinning in the same point. But now, what is happening? Rolling is happening because it is spinning also and moving in direction of greater force. It can spin there also, it can spin here also, both sides. So based upon F2 is more or F1 is more. Understanding? Third case is both forces are acting in the different lines of action, but both have same value. So the net force will be 0, but force and distance will create a torque. So the body will start rotating like this, but it will not move from its point. But in this case, F1, F2 are also different. So body will spin and it will move in the direction of greater force. If F2 is more, it will go like this. If F1 is more, it will come like this. Understanding? Have you copied? Make it fast, please. And once again, I want to recall some things to you, which I told you when I taught analogy. Like F is equal to mass into acceleration, or work done is equal to force into displacement, or power is equal to force into velocity, isn't it? These things are there, no? Or F is equal to rate of change of momentum. All these things are having a rotational counterpart, which is tau is equal to I alpha. Work done is equal to torque into d theta, power is equal to torque into omega, or torque is equal to dl by dt. Remember all these things? These are the analogy. In analogy, I told you, wherever you have mass, we are going to replace by inertia. Wherever you have acceleration, angular acceleration. Wherever you have displacement, angular displacement. Velocity, angular velocity. Momentum, angular momentum. I am just replacing the symbols by angular components. Okay? So this is the analogy which may be used in any question. Don't forget this analogy I taught in the beginning itself. Okay. So can I go to the next page now? Ask me.
Last case, different line of action, different force acting, sir.
Yes.
But third case also the same, no, sir.
No man, forces are same, no? F and F. They will cancel each other. Same F and F. Here F1, F2. So translatory equilibrium is there in third case, but in fourth case that is also not there. So here translatory equilibrium, rotational equilibrium. Here translatory unequilibrium and rotational equilibrium. Here translatory equilibrium, but rotational unequilibrium. Here, rotational and translatory both unequilibrium. Are you getting my point? See, equilibrium means it will not move in that direction. For example, in this case, the body is neither rotating nor moving. That's why I am saying the body is both in translatory and rotational equilibrium. In this case, the body is not rotating. It means the body has rotational equilibrium, but it is moving. So, it does not have translatory equilibrium. In this case, the body is not moving. It has translatory equilibrium, but it is rotating. It does not have rotational equilibrium. In this case, the body is both moving and rotating. It means it neither has translatory equilibrium nor has rotational equilibrium. Is it clear to you? Sure. If yes, give the next heading as angular momentum. Next heading is angular momentum. Definition is very simple. Definition is right. Moment of linear momentum is called as angular momentum. Moment of linear momentum is called as angular momentum. Moment of linear momentum is called as angular momentum. Before some time I told you what is the meaning of moment of r vector cross. So, L vector will become equal to r vector cross p vector. Is it clear to you? So, moment of what? Linear momentum. And what is linear momentum? P is equal to mv. So, I can write first L is equal to r p sin theta and n cap. What is the value of n cap here? Once again the same thing. Direction of angular momentum will be in such a way that it will be perpendicular to plane consisting r and p. So, always remember this. If two quantities are under cross product, its resultant will act in a direction perpendicular to the plane consisting these two vectors, isn't it? So, if it is r cross p, then wherever r and p, which plane r and p are there, perpendicular to that direction, I will have angular momentum. Same like torque. Torque I said r vector cross f vector. So, wherever r and f is there, perpendicular to that plane only my torque was acting. Same way, wherever r and p are there, perpendicular to that plane only my angular momentum will act. See, this chapter is a little vague, feels very clumsy what is happening, but you cannot skip this chapter, right? You have to learn only. So, have some interest and learn, otherwise you will have tough time. Okay, we will understand it further. Is it clear to you up to here? Okay, now please pay attention. I can further write. So, if theta is equal to 90 degree, maximum angular momentum L will become equal to r into p. Okay, what is p? Mass into velocity. This becomes very important for many places you will use L is equal to mvr. Many places in 11th and 12th, angular momentum is equal to mvr, where m is the mass, v is the velocity, r is the radius or position vector, whatever you want to say, r is the radius. One more thing I can write from here. You know that v is equal to r omega, remember this? Yes, so putting it here, L will become equal to m r omega into r. So, L will become equal to m r square into omega. Can I write like this? What is m r square? Last class you learnt. Moment of inertia. So, L will become equal to moment of inertia into omega. It was supposed to come only because P is equal to mv. So, L is equal to I omega. From here only it comes. L is equal to I omega. What, Pritish? Okay, man. Fine. Understood, no? What, man? Fine. Understood, no? Any doubt you ask me. Copy it first. Fast. Sorry. Have you copied this? Okay. Now please pay attention. See, many things we have learned in very short time now. So there are so many formula has come in front of you where you know that tau is equal to I alpha, work done is equal to tau d theta, power is tau omega, tau is dl by dt, and now you are learning L is equal to mvr, L is equal to I omega. See, everything is simple, yeah, don't confuse yourself, okay? Everything is very simple if you understand step by step by step by step. Otherwise, so many things are there in this chapter. Now give the heading as law of conservation of angular momentum. Law of conservation of angular momentum. Okay. So please pay attention. If I think this topic we not learnt in laws of motion. There is a topic called as law of conservation of momentum also, where directly we wrote m1 mu1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 mu1 plus m2 v2. Actually, it is from 9th standard. But in 11th standard, it is a different way of telling this. First I will tell you law of conservation of momentum, then I will come back to law of conservation of angular momentum. So in 11th standard, when I say law of conservation of momentum, how I should tell? I will tell you. You should tell like, when the net force acting on a body is 0, then the momentum is conserved. How it comes, I will explain that also to you. You know that F is equal to dp by dt. Please pay attention, guys. We know that F is equal to dp by dt, right? Everybody knows this? Yeah. Imagine if F is equal to 0, P is a constant, then F will become 0. Differentiation of a constant is 0, right? So if F is equal to 0, it means what? P is a constant. If P is a constant, I can write mv is a constant, so mv is equal to some constant. Do you agree with me? So if mv is a constant, that's why we get m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2, or m1 v1 is equal to m2 v2. See, you should know this if you are not knowing this. If mv is a constant, it means m is inversely proportional to v. Can I write like this? So can I write from here m1 by m2 is equal to v2 by v1? Can I write like this? So from here I can write m1 v1 is equal to m2 v2. I can write, no? So you can understand how the law of conservation of momentum has come, linear momentum has come. So actually from small classes we can say that m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 plus m2 v2, but in 11th standard, whenever they ask you what is law of conservation of momentum, should say like, if net force acting on a body is 0, then the momentum is conserved or constant. So if momentum is conserved, obviously mv is a constant, that's why m1 ev1 is equal to m2 v2. That's how it comes. Now if I say law of conservation of angular momentum, what I will say? We know that tau is equal to dl by dt, right? So I can say, write a definition first, right? If net torque acting on the body is 0, if net torque acting on the body is 0, if net torque acting on the body, if net torque acting on the body is 0, then angular momentum must be a constant, or you can write conserved, whatever. Angular momentum must be a constant. In bracket you can also write conserved. Angular momentum must be a constant. In bracket you can write conserved.
F equal to dp by dt. F is 0 because constant differentiation is 0.
Constant?
0 because when we differentiate constant we get 0.
Yes, that's why P is a constant.
P we take constant.
Yeah, it's a constant. Now you pay attention here. So here also I can write if tau net is equal to 0, it means L is a constant.
Omega m.
What is L? I omega. Before some time I told you in the previous page L is equal to I omega. I told no last. So can I write here I omega is a constant? You know how much important this is? I is inversely proportional to omega. It means you know what? If the moment of inertia is bigger, angular velocity will be smaller. If moment of inertia is smaller, angular velocity will be bigger. Have you ever seen that, I don't know how much you have seen these things nowadays, not there much, circus and all, in that some dancer will be there. They will dance on one leg, they will rotate like this very fastly. And if you see their way of skill of dancing, when they are rotating very fastly, they will make their body small. And when they want to put a brake, they will expand their hand and legs like this to make their moment of inertia bigger. Because a moment of inertia is mr square. Mass is constant, mass cannot change. But r you can control. If you are expanding your body, increasing r. If you are increasing r, I is increasing. If I is increasing, omega will reduce. Are you getting a point? And when you are making body small, what you are doing? Your r is reducing. If r is reducing, omega will become more. So you will rotate more faster. Somebody is rotating, they will make their body small. Keep on rotating very fast. When they expand their body, the body automatically becomes slower, which is following the law of conservation of angular momentum, which is when the angular velocity has to increase, moment of inertia should be decreased, and vice versa. Is it clear to you? We'll solve some questions now. First you copy this. Just a mathematical part of it, copy it.
Sir,
Yes, please tell me.
sir, could you explain the derivation of the dl by dt, sir? Tau is equal to dl by dt.
How this came, you're asking.
Yes, sir.
This came from Newton's second law of motion. What is Newton's second law of motion? Tell me.
F is directly proportional to dp by dt.
Same way. Since force is directly proportional to rate of change of momentum, torque is directly proportional to rate of change of angular momentum. And so, tau will become proportional to dl by dt, tau will become equal to k into dl by dt, k will become equal to 1 experimentally, tau is equal to dl by dt. Got my point, Varshini? So, basically it is second law of motion. Yes.
Law of conservation mass momentum nu போட்டு அழுது
புரியல.
law of conservation momentum அது போட்டு இந்த derivation
இது உங்களுக்கு இஷ்டம். I just recalled it. It's not like you should write it, your wish. If you want to write, you can write. But this thing I just told to recall that laws of motion. This only is required for this chapter. Fast. If you are done writing, a small question I will give you. Shall I? Any problem? You also want water? Okay, go have water and come. Want to fetch water? Okay. I'll give the question meanwhile. Go and come. I'll give the question. Question is, everybody take the question please. What will happen to time period of Earth? What will happen to time period of Earth? What will happen to time period of Earth? What will happen to time period of Earth if its radius becomes half? If its radius becomes half. What will happen to time period of Earth if its radius becomes half? What is the time period of Earth, by the way? What? That is revolution. I am talking about rotation. 24 hours. It means Earth is completing one rotation in 24 hours. If Earth becomes smaller, and what is the size? Half of its radius. Then what will happen to its time period? Will it remain same 24 hours, or it will increase, or it will decrease? Whatever it happens, tell me the value of it. It will become 12 hours, 6 hours, 48 hours, 2 hours. I want to know that. Data is sufficient. What data I gave is sufficient for finding the answer. Think for a while, you will get the answer. Question? Shall I repeat the question? Question is, if radius of earth becomes half, if radius of earth becomes half, what will be its time period? What will be its time period? Will you answer or shall I you waiting for me to answer? Hint. Clue is this formula will be used. Enough. More. What do you want more than that? 12 hours. Maybe. I'll check. This is enough. Believe me, it is enough. Some more hint I will give you. Okay. Some more hint is omega is equal to 2 pi by t. You know this? Omega is 2 pi nu. You know this? Angular velocity means what here? Angular velocity means, see, if suppose something is moving in circular path, then it covers from here to here. How much angle is covered? 2 pi angle in radians, 2 pi radians. And how much time it takes? Time at t. So, distance covered by time taken is the angular velocity. And 1 by t is nu. Frequency is the reciprocal of time period, right? Leave this also. This you should know at least. Omega is 2 pi by t. If you don't know, remember it. It will be used till 12th last. Omega is 2 pi by t. That is 2 pi is the radians covered in time period t. Time period is how much time it takes to cover one full revolution. So, in one full revolution, angle covered will be 2 pi. Who is absent today? Shrestha is absent.
Yes.
She comes in this class only, no?
Yes, sir.
And Guru Sharan is also absent. This much hint I gave you. More than this you want? Not. I want a solid answer. 6, 2, 10, 5, 8 like that. I want some answer. One boy told 12 hours, huh?
Value is 4 plus.
Enough. What I gave is more than enough. I told you, no? We know that I omega is a constant, right? What is moment of inertia of earth? Last class I told you for solid sphere what is the moment of inertia. I told or not? Check your notes. 2 by 5 mr square. Good, Shoaib. So, I is 2 by 5 mr square. And what is omega? 2 pi by t. So, is equal to constant, or I will write like this. Why to complicate it? I will write one simple way. I is inversely proportional to omega, right? So, I will write I1 by I2 is equal to omega 1 by omega 2. So, initial moment of inertia of earth will be 2 by 5 mr square. Now, what is the new moment of inertia? Yes, good, thank you. It will be omega 2 by omega 1 because it is inversely proportional. Omega 2 by omega 1, yes. 2 by 5 m, r became r by 2, right? Is equal to, what is omega? 2 pi by t. So, 2 pi by t2, and what is omega 1? 2 pi by t1. 2 pi gets cancelled. Here 2 by 5 gets cancelled. I am going to get r square by 4, isn't it? Is equal to, what is time period of the earth? 24 hours. What do you want to find? T2. Over, question is over now. R square gets cancelled, T2 will become 24 by 4. How much is that? 12. Very good. 24 by 4 is 6 hours. Got it? How 6 hours came?
Yes, sir.
You may not know, Tarun and Niharika, that I is 2 by 5 mr square. This may not be known to you. I taught in the previous class. So, moment of inertia of a solid sphere is 2 by 5 mr square, that I have taught in the previous class. For solid sphere. Is it clear to you how it came? Anybody has doubt in this? Interesting question, simple also, if you know the formula of moment of inertia and angular velocity. Not complicated, don't say it is tough question. If your brain is there, question is easy only. Shall I give the next question? Make it fast, please.
Omega is 2 pi by t, no sir.
Hmm.
Then omega 2 right hand side 2 pi by t common, sir.
What? 2 pi by t, I wrote no form.
Repeat that step around, sir. Okay.
Omega is 2 pi by t. So, omega 2 will be 2 pi by t2 and omega 1 will be 2 pi by t1. 2 by 2 pi gets cancelled. So, we get dm by t2. Omega 2 is 2 pi by t2. Omega 1 is 2 pi by t1, right Raghav? So, 2 by 2 pi gets cancelled, man. Clear? Sure? Anybody else, any doubt is there? Take another question. Please ask me. How 24 came? What is T1 here? Time period of Earth. 24 only, no? And this is a new time period of Earth. After the radius became r by 2. I have to find that. So, 24 by T2. Take another question, similar question. Question is, what will be the duration of day? What will be the duration of day? What will be the duration of day if Earth shrinks? If Earth shrinks to 1 by 64 of its original volume. If Earth shrinks to 1 by 64 of its original volume. If Earth shrinks 1 by 64 of its original volume. Bracket you can write mass remaining the same. Okay, mass will not change. Mass remaining the same. Very similar question. Similar question. Just volume is given here to give you an idea about radius. Give a try. Why you are throwing your notebook here? I'll do man anyhow last. I'm giving 2 minutes time. Think and do, no man, try. If you are not able to solve, I will solve it, don't worry. Same question, man. In this case, they gave that radius became half. In this case, they are giving volume became 1 by 64. So, by using volume, you find radius relationship. I will solve it. Wait. Let it mark the attendance. Day means 12 hours. Very good. Only day you are saying. Hey, day means 24 hours only. Don't think day, night. Day 12, night 12. Very good. If I say one day, it means what? Only daytime I am talking. One day means 24 hours only. I should say one day and night. Talking like match. Okay. Guys, pay attention. They have asked you the question, if Earth is rotating, it is having a time period of 24 hours. If Earth's size becomes, volume becomes 1 by 64 of the original volume, then what will be the time period? This is the question, isn't it? So now they have given the new volume has became 1 by 64 times the old volume, original volume. So this volume will become equal to what? 4 by 3. I hope you know the volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 4 by 3 pi r dash cube is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube by 64. Do you agree with me? 4 by 3 pi 4 by 3 gets cancelled. R dash will become equal to cube root of r cube by 64. Do you agree? Do you agree? What is cube root of 64? 4. 4, 4, 4. 64, yes. So, r by 4. It means what has happened to radius? It is becoming 1/4 of the radius. Now, question became simple. The previous question only it came. So, what are you going to do? We are going to do I1 by I2 is equal to omega 2 by omega 1. Don't you agree? So, what is I1? 2 by 5 m r square. What is I2? 2 by 5 m. R is how much? R by 4 square is equal to omega 2, 2 pi by T2. Omega 1, 2 pi by T1. 2 by 2 pi gets cancelled. This gets cancelled. And r square gets cancelled. We are going to have 4 square is 16. So, T2 will become equal to 1 by 16 times of how much? 24 hours. How much is that? I think 1.5 it will come. 4 4s are 4 6s are 3, 2, 3 by 2 is 1.5. T2 answer is given as how much? 1.5 hours. Clear to you? So, in 1.5 hours they will change. How fast the earth starts rotating, imagine. So, are you seeing if radius became half, it became 6 hours. Radius became 1 by 4, it became 1.5 hours. It is not directly proportional, it is proportional varying in a different way. When radius of earth became half, the time period became 6 hours in the previous question. When radius became 1/4, it became 1.5 hours. It will become 1/8, it will become some minutes only. Obviously, yes. Next question you take. Fast, fast, fast. Shall I give the question? Make it fast, please. Shall I? Tomorrow shall I give? Fast here, please.
Sir, general, and we are looking, there's a mirror and we are looking like inside it, like trying to look inside. How can we see the reflection of two things that are like in this? Like if this is the mirror, peeping inside the mirror, how can we see the things that are like this side of the mirror?
That's how reflection works. Yeah, reflection. See, when you are seeing something inside the mirror, you don't think that if suppose mirror is in front of me, my image is going inside, so I am seeing it. Don't think like that. You are seeing yourself because of the reflection of light, isn't it? So if I am sitting here and you keep a mirror here, you will be able to see me, right? I am not directly looking in the mirror, but if mirror is there, I am sitting here and you are seeing in the mirror, you can see me. If mirror is kept at some angle, so that is happening because of reflection of light. So you should understand the image formation for that. But basically, not you are asking some doubt from 12th standard ray optics. So this is the object here. The image is forming here, right? How the image is forming, you know? Like this image is forming, eh? No. Reflection of light forms the image. So there are, if you draw the ray diagram of the object and the image, then you will understand how the rays are working to form the image, and then only you will understand, okay, why I am able to see something which is behind. Say, seen some Facebook reels and all you have seen. Then nowadays it's coming. I have seen. That's how mirror is able to. Yeah, we will understand in ray optics when we learn about the detailed way of ray diagrams. Then only you will understand this. What are you asking? Light?
Light lesson இருக்கா?
புரியல.
Light lesson
Yes, ray optics is there. Big lesson. 11th ல 12th ல இருக்கும். Ray optics, very big chapter. Shall I go to the next question? Last question, please take it from this topic. Question is maximum and minimum distance of comet. Maximum and minimum distance of a comet from the sun. Maximum and minimum, right man? Maximum and minimum distance of a comet, COMET, comet. Comet na enna thambi? Comet was not asteroid is different from comet here. Comet is orbiting around the sun. It is made up of ice and gas, dust particle. It will have a tail also, no? Fired tail because of its orbit. Where, take the question. Maximum and minimum distance of a comet from the sun are 1.4 into 10 to the power 12 meters and 7 into 10 to the power 10 meters. 1.4 times 10 to the power 12 meter and 7 times 10 to the power 10 meter respectively. If its velocity nearest to the sun, if its velocity nearest to the sun is 6 into 10 to the power 4 meter per second. If its velocity nearest to the sun is 6 into 10 to the power 4 meter per second, what is the velocity in the farthest position? What is the velocity in the farthest position? Try to solve it. Little different, man. Up to now I was changing the radius alone. This time I am doing something else. Comet is revolving now. So I am asking you to find the angular velocity as the comet's position is changing. Think. One point? I don't know. Answer is not that. इसका omega 1 is equal to I2 omega 2. Can I write like this? I1 by I2 is equal to omega 2 by omega 1. So, same thing will only come. What is I1 in the case? I1 will become equal to m into R1 square. In this case, where the comet is moving around the sun, it will have different position. See, this is the sun and this is the comet moving. So, it is when it is at the farthest point, what is the value of distance? This is the value of distance, isn't it? And when it is the nearest point, what is the value of distance? This is the value of distance. So, its moment of inertia is changing because r is changing. Mr square is the moment of inertia formula. So, mr1 square into omega 1. What is omega? V by r. V is equal to r omega. So, why I am writing in terms of V? Because they are giving velocity meter per second. So, I am writing V1 by R1 is equal to I2 is mr2 square into V2 by R2. Do you agree with me? Over now, what is there in this? MM gets cancelled. Now it became R1 V1 is equal to R2 V2. R1 is given, R2 is given, V1 is given. Cannot you find V2? Over. They gave R1 value, they gave R2 value, they gave V1 value. Put everything into picture, you will get the answer of V2. I hope it is clear to you. Whatever, I don't know the answer. How much you got Shoaib? 3 into?
10 to the power 3.
I think that is correct. 3000 meter per second is correct. So again, see, if you are not remembering that moment of inertia is mr square, if you are not remembering that omega is equal to V by r, these things will affect you badly in this chapter. There are so many formula involved. Anything can be used anywhere. That is completely skill. Is it clear to you? What? Moment of inertia is mr square, Tambi. Check previous class notes. When I taught you moment of inertia, I told you moment of inertia mr square. Check whether you are getting the answer as 300 or not, 3000 or not. Answer is 3000 meter per second. I hope you have understood this. Anybody has doubt? Ask me. Which? Very good. R1 I am cancelling the square, not square can get cancelled. Very good. Same equation you are also getting, but the logic is not correct. Are you getting the logic is this? Okay. Can I go to the next question, next topic? No. Basically, if you see, most portions of this chapter I have covered. If you see the book, you will realize. Some things here and there, or maybe there, I will teach in the next session to you. But before that, I want to tell you what Shoaib asked me. That is all the moment of inertia, how it is derived. I will give one example to you to make you understand. It's again not there in syllabus for you, but let me tell you since he asked. In any school, have they taught derivation of moment of inertia? I is equal to mr, your school they have taught. Okay. Then I will teach one thing to you to make you understand how it comes. Everybody, please pay attention. Shall I? Okay. So, moment of inertia of ring we will derive, that we know the value. For a ring, what is the moment of inertia? Mr square. So, I hope you know that when I am saying ring, moment of inertia is mr square for this condition, right? When the axis of rotation is passing perpendicular to its plane and through its center, isn't it? Only then the moment of inertia is how much? mr square. This I told you in the previous class. But the question is how it is mr square? Why it is mr square? That is what we are going to learn now. So for that, m is the mass of the ring, isn't it? And now r is its radius of the ring. So what I am going to do, I am going to take a small part of this ring and I am taking the distance as dx. So first let me tell you about this thing, that if the mass of the ring is m, if I ask you what is the mass per unit length, how much will be the answer? Mass per unit length. Length is how much for this circle? 2 pi r. Circle is 2 pi r. So mass per unit length will be m by 2 pi r. Why I am doing this, you are asking? Why I am doing this? Because I want to find the mass of this portion, dx portion. Only if I know mass per unit length, I can multiply by dx to get the mass of this portion dx. So if I ask you what is the mass of the small element dx, what will be the answer? M by 2 pi r into dx. Are you getting what I did now? Same thing. If 10 mangoes are costing 100 rupees, what is the cost of 2 mango? So for 10 mango costing 100 rupees, I want to find cost of each mango. That is how you learn, and then you multiply by 2 to get the answer for 2 mangoes. Same way, total mass was m, I found mass per unit length. For unit length, what is the mass? M by 2 pi r. So for this dx length, the mass is m by 2 pi r into dx. Is it clear what I am trying to say? Okay. So for the small element dx, if I find small moment of inertia di, which will become equal to m r square, that is the formula. So m of this portion, mass of this dx portion into r square. So what is the mass of dx portion? M by 2 pi r dx into r square. R will make cancel this r. So I am going to get moment of inertia for the small portion di as how much? M r by 2 pi times dx. Do you agree with me? Shoaib, I hope you are understanding what I am doing. Any problem up to here?
No, sir.
Okay. Since I got the moment of inertia for the small element dx, if I want to find the moment of inertia for the entire element, I will integrate. So moment of inertia for the whole thing di from 0 to I will become equal to integration of m r by 2 pi into dx. Limit for the circle will be from 0 to 2 pi r, the entire circle, isn't it? For dx portion I found, if I want to find for the whole portion, I will integrate within the limit. Limit will be what? 0 to 2 pi r fully. Now solve this, you will get the answer. Di will become I, and here mr by 2 pi will come outside. And what is the integration of dx? X. Limit from where to where? 0 to 2 pi r, upper limit plus lower limit. So I am going to get I as mr by 2 pi into what is this? 2 pi r. 2 pi gets cancelled. What is I? Came, no? I hope you are understanding this. Same way, for any shape, if you want to find the moment of inertia, what we will do? We will take mass per unit length or mass per unit area or mass per unit volume, whatever you want to take, and then we will find the mass of a unit portion, and then we will integrate with the entire limit to get the entire moment of inertia. That is how you are finding moment of inertia of any shape. If you ask me for disk, how you will find? For disk, I will take a small area dA, and for that area I will find the mass. Then I will find the small moment of inertia for the small dA portion. Then I will integrate within the limits, I will get the answer. Are you getting? Is it clear to you what I have done? Mass per unit length, then mass for the small portion dx, then finding the small moment of inertia di, and integrating within the whole limit to get the moment of inertia of the entire circular ring. Is it clear to you? It may not be taught in the school of many schools because it is not there in the NCERT book now. Earlier it used to be there 3-4 years back, but now they have removed this from the syllabus. But some schools may use old syllabus and they may teach because they have their notes of teaching. So never matters. If you want to learn, I can teach you even other shapes if you want. Somebody wants specifically, can ask me separately. But if you don't want, this is enough. For Shoaib, is it clear to you? He only asked.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I am winding all this class now. If you want to copy, you can copy, those who want to copy. And we will continue in the next class where I will teach the remaining small things of this chapter. I will check what is the remaining. I will combine everything and take one class and finish this. And that class I will not wait for next Thursday. I will keep an extra class in the coming days where I am going to give a quick revision of this chapter also once again, because this chapter looks very complicated to students. And I will also solve some questions based upon this chapter. Today we solved some questions, but I want to solve more questions with you. Okay? So we'll arrange a class for doing all those things. Ask me, Raghav, something you are asking? Loudly, man. Okay, later you ask. Yeah, Sai Varshini, something you are asking, Varshini?
Sir, actually Monday quarter is starting, sir. First week of physics.
Very good. So Monday you have Monday exam. What is the portion you have?
1 to 6.
Okay, 1 to 6. So maybe I'll try to keep a class tomorrow or Saturday itself. Shall I?
Yes, sir.
I'll just keep a class to revise this chapter and give you some more clarity, some more numericals, some more, and I'll even tell you from each chapter what is important in terms of derivation, in terms of theoretical question and numericals. Okay, Varshini?
Yes, sir.
We'll plan a class. Maybe tomorrow or Saturday I'll plan a class. Yes, something else somebody asking? Yeah. Can definitely join. I'll put in the group. You can also come. What? Something else is there? Okay. Okay, guys. Bye bye. You can drop after. If you are copying, you can copy and drop. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you.